Random, cool, boom.
Yeah.
Artists who need to break into the US market to become globally.
Huh?
Wait, say that again.
So remember that. Does UK artists today, do they still need to break into the UK market to become globally recognized?
The US market.
US market. That's a they. The Americans.
No, not at all. The UK market is putting on people already. Like, you're earning enough money. But if you go out to America, then wait. Happy days, isn't it?
Before,
People like Skepta and Gigs.
I feel like there's been certain artists before, obviously, that have broken into the US market. And that's obviously made the UK, let's say, scene more relevant. So obviously, as a consequence of that, that's enabled like the scene in the UK to grow, even to be on par with what's happening in America in terms of the music there and everything like that. Because obviously, me growing up now, American music with Jules Santana, Fabulous, all those people.
50 Cent, bro.
50 Cent.
I grew up
those
with 50
artists.
Cent.
It's like before it wasn't really artists kind of rocking with them like that, but now it's like not only the songs do the people from our country produce, but the lyrics, the bars, the content, it's on par with what you listen to from America.
Yeah, of course. No, well, let's not. When it comes to rap, UK will never get on the level of America.
Actually, yeah.
I was on Charlie Sloth's. I was on Charlie Sloth's Instagram live thing the other day, listening to some of the artists, and there was this American guy. He came in from Atlanta. Them guys from Atlanta are raw talent. He came in and he just destroyed the whole thing. Like, we forgot about all the other artists that came before. So it's like the UK has nothing on them. But when it comes to melodies and singing and stuff like that, and jumpy vibes, cool. We know how to create a vibe slightly better. Our younger generation. Do you get it? But people like J Hus got inspired by people like 50 Cent. Like, you listen
to from Jay Spades, man.
Oh no, but the character in it, the gangster mixed with the
vibe,
the romantic
basically.
Bad boy kind of side.
Okay.
It reminds me of 50 Cent. And then you got people like Skepta sampling. Who did he sample? He sampled DMX. I came, I saw. Remember that tune?
Lord, give me a sign. Lord, give me a sign and slipping.
When it comes to Afro swing and Afro beats, Americans, we got them on smash.
Americans don't even do that. So
They don't even do that. It's just not them. It won't work.
Haven't you seen Chris Brown try jump on that wave, and Marion try jump on that? Like, where did they go?
They got it from the UK, man.
They tried it, but they didn't get really far with it. It was like, you could tell they're trying. They were using bongo drums. Afrobeat is not bongo drums, mate.
It's not that, man. But I thought that, like, after the actual thing, I don't necessarily need America to blow, but America will be key in the market of a lot of artists as well, especially if you want to be global.
Or in the marketing.
Yeah. If you really want to be that top tier global artist, you got to be looking at
them kind of.
Yeah, because that's where music is originated from. Rap, hip hop, America.
Yeah, I was watching one documentary. I think it was something about. It was mainly based on Master P and his group that he had at the time. But it's a Netflix series, and it was just telling you where basically hip hop and rap and all of that vibe started. And it all started in America. Before anything happening over here.
I mean, we all came from America. I mean, you know, Chicago. Came from to the sound we come, not to the rapping. It's America, man.
Yeah, 100%. rap of influence.
When it comes to storytelling, life, Americans have got that on smash in their music.
100%, no doubt about that. That's what I mean by as in rapping, because like, look at Roddy Rich. What's that fat guy? Rod Wave or something like that. Meek Mills.
Mills.
The list goes on, man. These guys are
J. Cole, Kendrick.
Just names upon names.
To be honest with you, to be honest with you, I just feel like, for me, I just feel like when it comes to like hip hop in general, when it comes to hip hop, America is just the foundation. It's the foundation.
Hip hop and R&B.
Yeah,
hip hop, R&B. R&B, you're not touching them.
Yeah, like that's the foundation.
You hear that Chris Brown vocal? Ooh, wow, it's over.
Sorry, Red. Say what you.
No, I'm just basically saying, like, when it comes to hip hop and R&B, like we just said, that is the foundation. You cannot you can't break that foundation there. So if it's a thing where like you're trying to go into that industry, then yes, you do need America in some sort of leeway in it. But if it's like other genres and everything, like Afro swing and everything, then no, you don't even need America like that. Innit?
No, you don't.
Nah. What do you think?
In order for you to.
I like that.
Sorry. Go on.
Go first.
No. You was coming with a relevant question. I felt you was coming with a relevant question. Go on.
Yeah, no, my question was, what do you think is lacking in the UK that America kind of have? Not in terms of like style, but what is it that is lacking here that is not elevating our music to the next level? That we can say that you don't need America, you don't need like a global powerhouse in music to blow. What do you think is lacking?
The Americans have real character. Like when you go to America, I went to New York, and New York is exactly how you see it in the movies. But when the Americans look at London, or when Americans look at London on TV or in movies, and then they come over to the UK, it's not the same thing. But when I went to America, when I went to New York, it was like raw. They actually have them yellow cabs. They actually got that man that's standing on the corner with that long coat, and he opens it up and he's got like bare shit that he's selling on the corner of the street. I literally saw that, you know?
So basically like substance.
It's got a lot of substance.
Yeah.
And them guys, they know how to share their pain, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They know how to put their pain on a track. Us lot, we don't do that. You might get Wretch, you might do that, but you've got the odd guy, and you might get J Hus, but he can't really push him. He's still lacking somewhere. But the Americans, when they're spraying bars,
I just feel like with us lot, we want too much vibe and less of like less of the real stuff. But I feel like
100%.
I feel like there needs to be like a balance and like clarity, fam, because end of the day, like Samuel said, man, like get me, like Americans are good at illustrating the real life the real life side about. Like Charles, you remember when we went to Eli's house for the whole sorting out Paris thing, and we spoke about we were listening to John Lucas and Dak and that.
Yeah, Dax.
Yeah. Remember, like, bro, if you do that in the UK, fam, everyone will look at you like you're something, like you're on an elite level and that, like you're a different breed, like they won't be able to handle it, innit?
100%. And I think we care too much about people's opinions. Like Americans are raw, they don't care. Listen, Cardi B will come out and tell you, I'm a prostitute. Yeah, I was a stripper. I was a prostitute. I was doing all this. But you ain't gonna get a UK girl come out and tell you this is me.
They're just gonna say, all they're gonna say is like, oh yeah, I'm a bad B. We're all bad. That word.
100% that bad B. But you're not really a bad B though. Like when I tell you get down on all fours and do the bad B stuff, you wanna...
Bitch, if you're a bad
Everyone.
B, be a bad B, innit? Don't be a bad B on the gram and then real life, like, you're just... Yeah,
Flash up.
You're not bad in real life.
It's like people relate to pain, innit?
We care about image too much, man. That's why we don't get anywhere.
Where's it coming from?
And at the same time, it's like, oh yeah, I've got a little something, so I'm gonna run with that little vibe, and then take the small. Yes, please. Sorry.
Yeah.
And take the little change that they're offering me at that moment in time.
I just feel that over here, man, one of the problems we have here, it all ties on what we're saying. It's just originality. There's just too much follow baddies, man. Too much follow baddies. We just, oh yeah, this person's doing it, I'm gonna jump in it. Why don't someone just come out and be straight and say like, I'm gonna.
Thanks very much. No, that's good. Have a good one. Sorry, say that again.
Relatability.
I'm saying it's too, bruv. There's less goats and more and bare sheep, bruv.
Yes. Like even with me, like to even start this music thing, I should have started it years ago. But the reason why I didn't start it is because we've got too many people. Can you hear me?
The charger, and I was like 5%.
Yeah, so like I should have started this music thing a long time ago, but only God knows why I started it now. But like the reason why I didn't start it, and I said it on that day when I was doing that performance, it's because I was too worried about what people might think and shit like that. You know? Yeah, because this country is judgmental regardless. You do a small thing, people start judging you straight away unless you're affiliated with somebody big and you already got popularity. Like they don't respect the underdog who's coming up.
You don't respect the grind or the struggle. Like the in-betweens before you get there.
100%. That's why Meek Mills, when they started rapping, they weren't rapping about, oh yeah, I've got this and I'm doing that and I'm blah blah blah. Like we just jump into drip and trapping.
Trust me.
You're flashing money before you even made a move.
Huh?
Alright, goes.
I said you're flashing money before you even making a meal. You're just
exactly.
That's because that's what's been offered to them, man. Though, for a lot of them, they're flashing it because it's been put into them on the table.
Yeah, but why did
Sammy Brethren?
Yes, dog.
Alright, I hear you, man, saying but my question is that okay, you got offered this money got offered to you. How about you talk about how you got it, or talk about like ways of getting it, fam. It's not everyday flash.
But Red, you got to think about the ages that some of these men are getting it, though, bro. Some of these men, bro, imagine some of these men are like 15, 16, 17. Like, imagine you at them times, and they're getting the bag at them times. You're gonna be gassed.
We're talking of course, 100%. But we're talking of them men that are 15, 16 and getting it. They're kind of
that's understandable, though.
Yeah, that's understandable, isn't it? But they're not at the peak of their career, or they're not like getting the big bucks. The only person that you can say who's getting big bucks and is young is Roddy Ricch.
Yeah.
It's like go on, sorry.
But the man that we're talking about are the ones that are like 20 plus.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And the other thing I wanted to say is it all goes back to pain, innit? If you see who's popping right now and who's actually doing good, is either he had loads of money before he even came into the industry and he's got a lot of backing, people like Drake, or you're Meek Mills and you're spitting, like you're pouring your heart out on that shit.
Yeah.
Real
pain is relatable, man.
And you're talking about how you came off of tinned baked beans and shit like that. And look at people like Popcorn. The reason why they're popping is because they were telling you like, yeah, I'm getting but I came off of pop. They embrace and
embrace the pain. Yeah, embrace the pain.
They embrace the pain, but they exalt it, like they praise it, innit? They praise the pain. Yeah, I ate canned beans and shit like this. That's where I came from. I came from the real shit. But we're scared to even talk about how we're broke.
Yeah.
Bro,
You know?
in this country, because being broke is a disgrace.
Go and check Young, 100%. Go and check Young Bane. When did he ever make a tune about when he was broke? That's why you can't fuck with them guys, and that's why they don't really last long, or they disappear, and then they don't have much to bring anymore because they run out of ideas because they're talking about things that they didn't live through. They're just talking about things that they learned at some stage in their life and they started to do. But these people like Mills and Popcorn, they're going back to when they were little kids and what they were seeing from their parents. We all sat at a table and ate from the same plate and shit like that. Who talks about that?
They're storytellers, isn't it? And I feel like
storytellers are the ones that storytelling is success because everyone can relate to that.
Longevity, bro.
You know it is. I just feel like it is. Yeah, I thought it's also as well. We got to bear in mind as well. It's the demographic of the listeners today, fam. Like, they're stupid, fam. They got short attention.
They're not under knowledge or wisdom. They're under.
What do you think that's because of? What do you think that's because of?
Exactly.
But we were saying this the other day. I think the reason is because what they like. I never, like, for me, if I never had an example to look up to, I would get my example through music. And, like, I will get it through, like, lyricism and stuff like that. Like, I remember something simple, like Sean Paul saying, I don't really care what people say. I don't really watch what them want to do. I based my whole life on that, fam, just that one lyric. Because of that, man said, bro, you know what? Man, I'm not really into this people thing. Man's just, they're my thing, innit? And I'll do it to the best of my, that's why I've never really.
You see, I didn't even really stop and deep that until you just said that now, bro.
That's actually deep, you know?
Yo, I didn't even deep it until now, but sorry, go on. Sorry for cutting you.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's me. I was telling Charles this the other day. The stuff that I was consuming from a young age, that's affected my whole life. Like, from the blocks, when I was on the blocks, I'll be listening to Styles P and Jada. And them, man, the way that they talk is different to, like, somebody now. Like, I was saying to Yem, somebody that's real now, a lyricist that's real now, like a Joyner Lucas and all of that, what their definition is real, we can understand them, but we won't say that they're the realist because their thing is a venting thing. So we can understand it, but whereas with like a Styles P, a Jada, Joe Black, if you want to do UK things, gigs, all these when we listen to them, we connect. It's not just I'm hearing pain. He'll relate it to something as well. Like when Styles P talks, he'll be like, I remember on All I Know Is Pain. All I know is when he's like, what you know about pain? If I ain't blowing Mary Jane, I'm going insane. And bruv, I'm thinking about all of my elders and how they cap for weed. I'm thinking, bro, like, I connect to you on a deeper level because I understand your story. And like, that's
speaking
what
of that topic, speaking of a topic, fam, the same song, but we're switching into UK, fam. When I heard Judge of Soul's verse, and All I Know Is Pain remix and that, fam. Listen, there's that one line.
Man said that Jaja.
Listen, there was one line that stuck to my mind, and I was thinking to myself, I can relate to him. It's like, my girls are Jezzy and Miles or what's born. I was just like,
bro, that's the hood. That's what we learned. We learned from the hood, bro.
Because that happened to me. That happened to me when I was 16, bro. When I broke up with one of my exes, she became a J-bag, bro.
You see what I mean?
So all of them things, they connect, and we use them as reference points later on in our life, either consciously or unconsciously. Like, even the only person I know that's done that with me in this generation, I would say, is Avelino and Dave. Avelino and Dave. Like, there's Avelino lines that I could wake up and say, "Rah, man could base my day on this line." And I feel like the younger generation, they ain't got that. Or if they do, they don't know how to sift it because it hasn't been seen as a skill. And like, because the one, like, if there's people that has the technique and has the talent to do that in this generation, they're gonna get disregarded, like, by the socials. Someone like Digga D, he's got lyrical credibility that can help a young person think if they deep it into one of his songs. But some like the media is gonna say Russ is the best drill artist, so
I
they're gonna
say all of that. I was gonna say all of that.
Exactly, because that they're like, Rod, all they're gonna hit is Jet Li, Ching, and Chong, and then think, yeah, gang.
You don't want to think.
100%, because when we look at who runs the system, we create all the content for it, but the people that run the system dictate where the people go to find that information. Remember them, and you saying, we're so dumb, we have short attention spans, Reds. It's because, where did we come from? We came from that period where Snapchat and posts on your Instagram were 10 seconds long. We only had 10 seconds. So what did that do? It built a mind where you can only focus for 10 seconds. Anything longer than that, you're not listening to it. So you can't go and listen to people like Master P unless you go and find it. Because it wasn't just lingering around, or Styles P or any of them, man, because it weren't just lingering around. You're not going to bump into it and sit there and listen to it. The only people who are going to bump into it and sit and listen to it are the people that are in that environment or in that community who live over there, that are local to them. Do you get it?
Yeah.
And our own music, we had Apple Music and iTunes from day, but where were we listening to most of our music? Somebody sent it to me on Bluetooth or infrareded me the tune. I downloaded it on my MP3. Are you listening?
Yeah.
That's how we were listening to me. That's how we were getting all the information that we had.
Yeah, exactly.
Flipping, what's that thing? That
LimeWire.
Is it Bear? Yeah, LimeWire.
That's a throwback.
That's a throwback right there.
And then people will have their own, MySpace, and then upload tunes.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That wasn't for music. That was Pixel was for showing people that you had bare girls in it.
Man them page, girl them page.
Pixel, Pixel was a mad thing. Did you know about Pixel? Yeah, that's what built our short attention span, innit? That's why there's not so much quality when it comes to music. Americans own it. The Americans own that shit.
Quality?
Americans own that shit.
Americans own quality.
Let's talk facts.
Substance in music.
So what do you say because of the evolution of
still now? Who's rapping? What rappers
Hold
are
on.
rapping?
Charles is coming.
Yeah. I was gonna say, what do you say because of the evolution of the internet?
Go, man. You're always talking from your own opinion.
We're
not talking about Future. We're not talking about them guys who are rapping about Perkins. We're talking about conscious people.
Who's this, Jason?
That's Jason, isn't it?
Mills. Yeah, that's Jason. He's always, you know what I mean?
Come in, bro.
You know what I mean? No.
Come through, bro.
Go to your house party upstairs. Go meet. No. You know who them names are. If you can't think of them names, then you're part of the problem as well.
Samuel, just like that, fam.
Jason, politician, come through, politician. Politician Jason,
yo,
Mugabe, come through.
No, we'll be here all day.
Use that piece very much.
I
want you to, do peace.
If you can't think of American artists,
what's your question?
Oh yeah, my question. Yes, I was gonna say,
better than Americans, then you're not really here. Because Americans are the ones who set this rap thing up, and they're the best until today still.
Hey, bro.
You must say my house is worse.
That are making waves aren't the conscious rappers. Do you know what I'm saying?
No, wait. Bring him in. What? Jason, what?
What's your point?
The conscious rappers aren't the ones that are making the most.
We're not talking about conscious rappers. We're talking about deep rap. People are talking about. No, it's not the same. We're talking about.
What's your definition?
Conscious rap is more about.
Wait, Jason, what's your definition of a conscious rapper? Name some.
Oh, lol.
Why are you silent, bro? How did it take you so long?
I'm trying to think of an American one.
What's he saying?
Yeah, go for it. Any.
Any. For proof. Like, all these people, there's fake conscious raps. Like, you can talk about, Kendrick and that. Man, them talk about Kendrick's a conscious rapper. Kendrick's not a conscious rapper. So J. Cole's a conscious rapper. Yeah. I'll give J. Cole that.
Yeah.
Why is Kendrick not a conscious rapper?
Yeah,
Kendrick talks about anything and everything. Do you know what I'm saying? He's not a conscious rapper. Do you know what I'm saying? He's one of them fake woke people that you see on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? He sounds like he plays the part, but he's not really a conscious rapper.
How do you know?
Why? Have you listened to his
You
album?
listen to him.
Sounds conscious to me.
He was sitting in there with him, innit?
No, bring the rap.
He's been there. He's even with him right now as he's living his life.
See, that's a childish comment.
No, it's not childish. What do you mean it's a childish?
The actual verses.
Anyway, guys, let's continue this.
Let's continue the podcast.
Like a song like Jack the Berry, you can't say it's not
What
conscious.
do you mean? I've been a musician from early, bro. Before you was even born. The shit I know, Jason. Don't disrespect me like that and don't come back in here.
Charles, what's your
Yo.
question?
Oh yeah, if I can remember it properly now, yeah. My question, yeah, was would you say because of the evolution of the internet, it's affected how?
I'm so sorry, Charles. I'm so sorry. This guy's actually hurt me. Are you?
I
can ask you, Charles. I can ask you a question. I say,
Hey, SK,
he knows everything, innit?
Hey, SK, when we start making this podcast thing bigger, yeah, bring him through, car. This is unfinished. This is hurt, man.
Unfinished. Man said Kendrick Cole is not a conscious rapper. I'm not gonna lie, that's mad.
Conscious rappers don't have an effect in the game.
He's come back. He can come back with a car.
Nobody
said the car is not conscious.
But in UK, there's more people like that than in America that are actually making waves.
What?
Whoa!
Because when you talk about this stuff, you can't talk about people that are underground. You can't talk about people that are underground that are only musicians that listen to underground music.
Eminem's conscious, and he's got more money than most of these men.
I know, but there's Eminem.
Not even like
Eminem.
That's a point.
Nah, Eminem used to be. Now, Eminem's a battle rapper every now and then. Do you know what I'm saying? All he does is rap against Machine Gun.
Well, you have to battle. That's how you had to get into the game.
Part of the whole artistry.
He's in the game.
That's part of the whole artistry.
No. Before he got into the game, he got into the game for his battle rapping.
Hold on.
It wasn't for his. It wasn't
Eminem. Got in the game being Eminem, just rapping. Do you know what I'm saying? It's not about battle rapping.
Charles, what is your question, please? What's your question?
My question, okay, let me try to gather my thoughts. They've been jumbled. My question was, for the 20th time, was, do you think, because of the evolution of the internet, it's affected how people now receive music? So let's say because of
definitely
back in the day, there was no, like, let's say MySpace and stuff. Obviously, people had no choice but to gather their music through like CDs and stuff, and they took time to listen to it. But now, because of how music is now easily accessible with how the internet's evolved, Spotify and stuff, people in a sense have become, if I can say, lazy in terms of deep in a lot of content in lyrics or music.
Yeah, definitely, bro. Even when it comes to things like features and stuff like that, there's people like Krept, Conan, Chip, yeah. They've done some of the largest features for UK artists worldwide. Like Krept and Conan have been on things and gigs, been on things with Rick Ross, B.O.B., Tory Lanez, Meek Mill, Mavado,
Chris
flipping
Brown,
Yo Gotti, Wiz Khalifa, Chris Brown, all of these things. Montana. Yeah, flipping like French Montana flew out Krept and Conan to New York so they can be in Don't Waste My Time remix. Like,
I forgot about that. Yeah.
Like, these things are mad. But obviously it was done in a generation before socials. Like, if this happened now, yeah, people will say, raw! Like, say, for example, if that happened with M. Huncho, they'll be like, raw, bruv! M. Huncho's levels! No one's done this. But man have done this. Like this thing that they're having on listening party when they're comparing Krept and Conan to Chip, and then people are saying, "Rah, you can't say that because Krept and Conan have had more bangers than Chip." And then you look at Chip's archive and you say, "You're disrespectful on another level, bruv." Like you're trying to violate. Like I have nothing wrong with Krept and Conan, but Chip has had bangers upon bangers. Yeah,
Look,
bro. Listen, that's what it said on listening.
Who's saying this myth?
Listen, it's listening party, bro. And that's the thing. People were feeding off. Like I was watching.
Wait. From where? Which listening party? Which one?
The one for Krypton Conan, the new thing.
I need to watch that.
Yeah, watch it, bro. Like even I was watching one throwback one of Nate Smalls's one, and then there was just like, somebody must have been like, we can't really listen to this because he sounds too American. And then he was like, I think Margs was like, you need to listen to what you're saying and realize what you're saying makes no sense. Because when Kojo Funds came out there, no one was comparing him to Afro B. No one was saying that he's Wizkid. No one was saying that he's A&B Afro artists. When Steph London was doing her dancehall thing, no one was saying that she's a fake Spice. No one was saying that she's a fake A, B, and C. So like, just because man's got a wave thing to him, don't say that he's another American or said that thing like that. Cause we all know that in music we get inspired. Bruv, the legends get inspired. So they're allowed to get inspired. Like they just have to keep their UK authenticity to it. So like I feel like that the socials, like you'll hear is Nate Smalls B-Tech Gunner, or is like there's man that you can understand it with. Like if somebody said that about D Block Europe, like we can be like, all right, cool, because literally every ad lib that they have is copied from the Migos and from Gunner and Little Baby and all of that. So we'll be like, all right, cool. There's man like that where we can say, all right, cool. But then when it's talented artists like Nate and Huncho, all of these are, it's like now you're just putting everyone in the same box, and they all start.
That's a red card, fam. I can't live a life.
Yeah, it's like Reds has got bars, so he thinks he's DWE. Like what? Like what? Like,
you know, if someone ever said that, yeah, I would bang them, fam. I'm not even joking, fam.
But that's how it is. And like,
bang them, bro.
Or flipping them, Legacy uses a sound that goes ow in his beats. Is he still Bangles? It's like a that thing. You're trying to
No.
Is that still Bangles or Michael Jackson? You can argue that, innit?
Yeah.
Honestly speaking, fam.
I see where you're coming from. You know what?
And that is art in every form of art, whether it be music, painting, all of it. Choreography from dancing. You took some inspiration from something or somewhere. You know, even the greatest artist they call the great Picasso. A lot of his work was proven to be copied from somewhere else.
Yeah,
nothing's ever original. It's just unique.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But as long as you add a little bit of flair into whoever you were inspired by, then you're good, fam. You get me?
Yeah.
You can go. You can. If you dive into Wizkid, you dive into Davido, you dive into Burna Boy, you dive into J Hus. All of these people, you'll find a reference of where they got their work from.
Yeah,
you need to just need to open your ears and listen very hard.
Yeah, but some people like Hus and all that, they're very transparent. Like he'll tell you or he'll show to you through his flow pattern that he's inspired by 50 Cent. And like then there's people that like even though Wiley didn't rate him, Stormzy said, yeah, man will hit you with a Wiley flow, done the Wiley thing. Like it's that I do it a lot as well in my music. I reference a lot of Fabulous, a lot of Lupe, a lot of, depending on the mood that I am, I'll say the artist that I'm like a lot, like the mixtape with Brazen. A lot of that was a Jay-Z vibe that I was on, and I mentioned Jay-Z like 4 times in that thing because I was on that Jay-Z just flex, feeling like just feeling.
It takes time to create your own craft as well, man. As a musician,
exactly.
Your own sound, so you need references.
Fam, even me, fam, like most of my grand things in that, bruv. I'm inspired by Skepta, fam.
Yeah.
And we can see it in your craft, Like, we see it in your craft,
Exactly.
It doesn't come overnight, innit? It doesn't come overnight. You build, you get influence, you listen to something. Like, a lot of the times, I've got so many voice notes on my phone and of ideas that have come. And more times, I'm sitting in the van working, listening to Capital Extra, and then you hear one word. It's not even the whole tune. It's one word or the way they said it, and then you just create something different just off of that.
Yeah.
And then you find an instrumental that goes, you slap it on, and then you try to make something from that. But because we don't have that time, and we're working class citizens, you know.
And that's
our
why
experiences, more times our experiences are from our working life. It's not from that hardship that them men have come from. Because majority of them have come from low places, isn't it?
Yeah, from the ground, man. Like, that's why when the new generation hears a Kendrick, they'll be like, rah, what is this? But like, we understand it because we know all of the people he's inspired by. So when he comes with this slow thing, but it's vibe, we know that he's got the Kanye flow there. When he comes on this skippy thing, we know that he's got little Eminem, little Twister, little Buster, all infringed into it. Like, we know, we sense the inspiration and we get it. So that's why he'll connect to us quicker. Because we'll be like, rah, man's got the Kanye twist, man's got the Buster twist, all in one song. How's he flipping it like that? But to a new Don, it's too much for them. They'll be like, whoa, man, how did he, what? Why is the beat like this?
Too
and then
much
the flow's like that? And then the
100%, 100%. Because you ain't ever heard Kanye or like sat down to listen to these man. So when
they'll get so baffed when they hear like Meek Mills, because Meek purposely raps off beat sometimes. And then for them, man, that's a never. Because look at who they've got.
A red flag.
the 6ix9ine, the Little Pump. That they've got a rhyme scheme that they've literally got a programmed rhyme scheme for clickbait success. They'll do a song. Even No Life Shaq was breaking it down in one of his reactions. He was like, "Whoa, Little Pump songs. They're all 2 minutes and 30 seconds." And he's like, he doesn't say nothing. He's like, "Oh, because there's just 3 8-bars and a chorus." So he just mumbles in the 8-bar, goes to the chorus, and then people know the chorus because it's catchy on the beat. So then you're going to send this to your friend. They'll be like, and you're either going to talk about the verse or the chorus. You'll be like, rah, this guy's verse is dead. Or why is he only saying Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang? So then you'll send that in your group chat. That's another click. That's another YouTube thing. And then everyone's disliking it. But then now it's the trending topic because they'll be like, rah, man's mumbling. Man's only said Gucci gang. And then Gucci becomes a trending thing. Like, these men, they've mastered it.
Then you hear it at a club.
At a club because
it's been trending so much, and then everyone's got
because everyone's drunk and they all know the chorus, and it's just like these men, they've mastered their clickbait to get to the place that they are, and that's all that their consumer is used to now. So when a Meek Mill comes from prison and he hits you with the maddest thing, they'll be like, "What is this, bro? Like, why is this?" Like when he does that, hold up, wait a minute, y'all heard I was finished. And it's not even on the beat. They're like, what is he doing? But to us, man, it makes so much more sense. So, the net has... I think Samuel broke it down the best, man. He said the Snapchat and Insta generation, it's made us live in a bubble. Like, when I first tried to do an Insta upload, I was baffed. I was like, man, done 32.
Insta Snap was hard.
Yeah, I can only post 1 minute. It was even less than 1 minute before, innit? When it first came out, it was 10 seconds, innit?
Yeah.
Human fam.
Snapchat was Snapchat was 10 seconds. Instagram was like 30 seconds or something like that, and then they increased it. Well, it started at night, it was 15 seconds, I think, and then they increased it.
Now you got to have a TV thing and a live thing and all of this. I was like, bro,
100.
Let man just back a 32 and man's good, fam. Like, no even an option to extend it. Like, man's just like, what?
But what forced it to become longer is the artists became a bit more creative with what they're putting out there. So how can I catch somebody's attention in 10 seconds?
Yeah.
What can I do to catch somebody's attention in 10 seconds? Then you started to demand for more. So once you start to demand for more, once there's more of a demand for that artist to put out more stuff, the artists they sort of start to take control of the platform.
Yeah.
And they're sitting in a seat where they can kind of dictate what the platform now kind of wants, you know?
Yeah,
Whereas the platform would tell you, we're only giving you 10 seconds. Now, the
do what you
platform's in a
can on
position,
this, yeah.
do what you can with it. Now, the platform's at a place where they're saying, no, they're going elsewhere for longer videos. How can we bring them back? Okay, shit, we need to increase the time that we allow them to post and upload. You get it?
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask a question, yeah? Do you think the culture in the UK allows for us right now to be able to become global? The culture in the UK, does it allow it to become?
Yeah. Now, global.
Now it does,
Because remember, global doesn't. Remember, there's different ways to get global, innit?
Yeah.
So like now.
What is global, by the way? What do you mean by global?
Yeah,
is it
what's
just,
your definition?
Is your definition just here and America?
America, yeah, or is it?
No, I'm
talking the world globally.
Whoa, global. America is not even the biggest country in the world, so how can we just call them global?
No, but they're the ones it's us in America that dictate kind of this
It's not even us really.
Era of music.
It's more. I think it's Africa. For me personally, I think it's Africa and America that owns it more.
No, it's not, bro. It's not.
No,
If you look at the demographics, it's Korea, bro. Korea, China, Japan, them places. They take ownership of the music thing in terms of consuming, because fam, when Stormzy's touching Korea, that thing's almost got as much numbers as flipping Coachella, bruv. Like them settings there, they're mad. So yeah, like if you're talking about, like if you're trying to get on a that thing, then you got to be doing a different thing. You got to be on a commercial thing, on a heavy thing.
You have to be on a commercial. You got to get one feature. Once they see you with Michael Jackson or something, the Chinese will fly with you hard.
Yeah, bruv. Stormzy was with what's them, Little Mix and all of them settings. Nick Jonas. Man's done he's done Disney Channel, man, fam.
He's done her. He works with her, and, you know. That's what I'm saying. Does the culture here?
He's done Linkin Park, bro. He's been with Linkin Park, fam. Stormzy's on a that thing, on a different level.
That's what I'm saying. Does the culture here allow it? Because it doesn't look like it does.
It depends on what you want from the culture, innit?
What's your definition of the culture? Let's break it down.
Yeah, exactly. What's your definition of the culture, Car? I think some artists themselves, they're confused on that, Car. Someone like Unknown T, he could have backed that in a career when he done Homer and B, because that was buzzing on the next level. So yeah, he could have. But now, like, if they see Unknown T now, they'll be like, "Oh, who's this? Fresh home? What?
Black boy, black boy,
black boy."
Yeah, because the culture. If we talk about the culture is very diverse now, because you got what's his name, B Young doing better Afro swing than a lot of people that we call culture nowadays. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know about that, bro. Yeah.
You don't know about that, brother?
Now, me personally, I don't think B Young is a great artist, but that's another conversation.
Yeah, that's a
he might not be a great artist. He might not be a great artist, but he's wavy. He can set a vibe. Yeah. Like Jumanji, for example. 0790. He knows how to make a tune so people can feed on it.
Yeah, exactly. Like Denzel Wren said it in their reaction. Then he's got some like these men have got a rhyme scheme to them. Like there's a part in, I think it's every second verse, if you listen to Be Young proper, there's a part where he'll switch up his voice for 2 or 3 seconds, but he says that it just opens the girl's legs on a mad thing. So it's like,
I know what you're talking about.
And then and it was like, yeah, like it's just them little small things, yeah. But when a gal hears that, it was like, oof. It's just
exactly. If you go and listen to his tune Wine, the new one.
Oh yeah. When he what's he says, and the maggot got a creeping.
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
Yeah, that voice switch up.
And something about she's now come out of the shower in sheepskin.
But are we doing all these songs to just appease women then? Is that what it is?
It depends. Like it all depends on the artist, innit? Because the artists, some artists, they've come there to just draw gal. Like there's some artists that there's different artists that you know what they're known for. Like in America, you've got Little Dicky. Like when I clip man's video, I'm expecting to laugh because man's just got the funniest vibe to him, fam. But he's so wavy at the same time because he's got bars. So like it's just it depends on who you are and what you're trying to stand for. But I feel like in the UK, there's a lot. I feel like in the UK, there's a lot of artists they don't know. I feel like they hit a track and it bangs. Then after that, they're not sure what to do next.
Just looking for the next
I personally think it's not personally think, but I think it's a shared view. The main thing that we make the music for is money. Like, what is going to sell first? Money and popularity. What's going to sell first? What's going to attract people's attention and draw them to look at me as the next big thing? You know, I want to be like, I don't know. If you're looking at UK artists, I want to be like popular, like Tion. I don't know. I'm using an example. Tion Wayne, Young Bane, Fredo, One Nation, Hardy Caprio, all of them, Swams, S-Wave, all of them household names, you know? When, he was at Kojo Funds was here, or J Hustle's there, this and that. That's what they're chasing. That's what they're looking for. That kind of clout and attention and name.
Yeah. Let's classify this kind of person. What age are they normally when they kind of starting out? What's like an average age?
It doesn't. I think it varies now, man. But like beyond 26, 27, beyond 27. You got to come with something that's very different from the industry to kind of really be good. But it goes as young as, how old is Pounds? 18, innit?
Now, Pounds must be older than that, man.
No, Pounds must be older than that.
Because Pounds has been about from a minute. From Joe,
I say 24.
Yeah, I think he's 24.
No, he's not 24. He's not 24. He's much younger. I saw it the other day. I thought it was 18.
Maybe
and how old is M24?
M24. That one's younger.
He's probably older than me. So.
Let me check. I'll check these things.
You're saying like, let's give an average. I'll say even 17 to like.
Pounds is 22.
Like 24.
Pounds is 22.
Oh, is it?
Oh, right.
Yeah. M24.
We've got to be real. We've got to be honest. Different types of artists these days. Like,
yeah.
We've got a category as well. Cause I feel like, especially with Snapchat, when we talk about choruses, we talk about remember, and you've got to catch them in 10 seconds. They're going to remember the chorus first. If you can come up with a bang, that is the currency. That's our currency. That's the song.
Yeah, that is 100%.
I feel like artists.
Not the voice. What was that American thing where Cardi B was a judge and they were picking out artists?
Rhythm and Flow.
Rhythm and
Flow, yeah, where you had D-Smoke and all of that. One of the judges said, "Can you see any of your lines being used as a meme or as a caption on an Instagram post? Like, am I gonna take your lyric and post a picture to it, a drippy picture, and put that caption on there?"
Bro, these smokes black, yeah. Hair noir, skin noir, everything black. That thing's in the whole of flipping Inglewood now. That's like on billboards, everything, fam. It's like it's became a lifestyle. Hair noir, skin noir, everything black.
He was the biggest thing to come out of there, innit? Like,
no, Inglewood, bro, Inglewood, Snoop Dogg, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Snoop Dogg from there.
Two of them still.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, after Snoop Dogg, like who else? I don't know anyone.
Other
than his brother.
I think Yo Gotti, and then his brother, then him.
He reps his thing. He reps his,
And he's unique, innit? Like he's one of them ones where Like he can do the deep thing, he can do the gal thing, but he'll prefer to swing to a message. Like when you listen to D Smoke, like you're gonna get a message, but you're gonna get a vibe as well. Like for me, that's the best. That's the best artist, a vibe and the flipping thing.
100%. He's that artist that he could have been catering and going commercial and making loads of money, he chose to stick to what he's a very moral. Is it a
morally grounded.
Morally grounded artist. So I'm not chasing the money. I want to blow with what I believe in. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, then
that's fine.
I'm gonna fine with me. At least I'm creating music that I enjoy, that I feel makes me happy inside. You get me?
Yeah. He even said in his interview the other day, he was just like, I've got the look, I've got the dreads. I could easily just put a couple bands in my hair and then do like every little. I could do the little yachty, little this, little that.
Pays for his teeth to get put together so you don't have no gap, and then you'll be the next Ty Dolla $ign, innit? But that's not what you went for.
He said I could do all of them things. He was just like, but it's not what I feel I need to do. And like, even if you watch Rhythm and Flow, there was a part, apparently it's gone down in history, flipping, when Snoop Dogg was judging him, Snoop must have been like, where you from, cuz? And then he's like, from Inglewood. And then Snoop was like, nah, where you from, cuz? He's like, from Inglewood. Like, he said it with chest, because apparently in the hood, like when you get G-checked, that's what they say. And like Snoop Dogg was testing him to see if he's really about it, and two, if he's got integrity. And because he said it twice with chest, he's like, I'm from Inglewood. I'm not on a that thing, but like I'm not moist, innit? Like Snoop was just like, that alone showed me that you're here for the long run. Like once you've got a cosign from Big Daddy Snoop, what else do you need, bro? You don't need to change up.
100%.
Yeah. But yeah, like I thought
he flopped and he didn't get what he was looking, but obviously I didn't understand what that question meant, innit?
Yeah. Like you have to, apparently, like when Snoop broke it down, I was like, oh right, that's a mad thing. But like even flipping, I was watching one Lippy interview, and then Lippy was just like, he feels like Western are the best thing to come out of this country, but no one else is gonna see that because they just feel like, after Into, there wasn't on nothing. But like these men are doing shows, and like that's the thing. Like if you're integral with it, like, and you're consistent, you can be doing moves that no one, unless you've got them on socials, you ain't really gonna see. Like I got highly on Snap. Donnie's in Uganda touring, like all of these places that are just mad, and like the crowd is mad, and like they're selling out some mad things, doing African tours, like all of this because they've got their niche in it, or they've got their market. And like, yeah, like I was, because I've clocked like all of these, like there's bare artists that are flipping, they've got their own lane, but their fan base is loyal to their lane. Like, flipping, Bear Man, bro. There's Bear Man, they're just loyal to their lane. But like, we wouldn't, on a media side of things, we wouldn't see it like that. We would just think, oh, right, last time I heard of Western was, boy, you'll start scratching heads, but then, like, I've got this, to got that.
So, I mean,
it's like a Beyonce in a way. Like it's like a Beyonce or like a Jay-Z. Just because they're in the media for a certain amount of time and they come out doesn't mean they're not doing something. They're just doing it and they're appeasing their fan base. You know? But here, as long as you're fighting, but in here, you keep there's a certain time that you're going to the general audience happy, because after that, if you don't have anything else that's popping, it's game over for you, man. You know?
You know what? Like, people not understanding the amount of time it takes to become a successful artist. Like, in terms of actually being an artist, your main source of income. You know,
the person that comes to my mind when you said that was like Bugsy Malone. This guy didn't get no P for like, was it 10 plus years?
10+ years, yeah.
And then boom, when he blew big. You saw man come out with Lamborghinis and thing, and people asking him, how you getting your first piece of money, and then just buying a Lambo straight away. But he was smart with it. I watched this little Instagram TV post that he put on one time talking about his come up, and you can see man's eating.
Yeah,
I don't know what he's doing, but man's eating, innit?
He's got investments, bro. He's smart, bro. Like he's invested. Like he's a brand partner with supply and demand. So every sale that supply and demand make, he gets it. Plus, he's got his own clothing line in JD.
Supply and demand. Supply and demand. Who is that? What is that? Is
JD,
that
bro. JD Sports, man.
Brand, yeah.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. He's a brand partner, ambassador, and now he's got his own clothing line in JD. Killing.
JD were really putting on Manchester, innit? They were really putting him on because he had a lot of clout. He's from Manchester, right?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, because he had a lot. He was like big, and he brought in a big audience from Manchester.
And I was saying to these man, that's what we need to do.